All anomalous objects, entities, and phenomena requiring special containment procedures are assigned an object class for purposes of research priority, budgeting, and honor considerations. The class assigned to an object is generally determined by a number of factors, but most importantly by a combination of its difficulty to contain as well as the danger posed to Foundation personnel and humanity at large. A particular anomaly's classification is subject to update and modification as research and our understanding of the object, entity, or phenomena improves. Primary classes. These are the most common object classes assigned to anomalies and make up the bulk of the Foundation's database. Safe. Safe class objects are those anomalies that are either sufficiently understood that they are known completely and reliably contained on a permanent basis, or otherwise do not trigger the anomalous effects unless intentionally activated. Classifying an anomaly as safe, however, does not mean that handling or activating it does not pose a threat, and personnel are to be reminded that all special containment procedures and safety protocols are to be observed at all times. Euclid. Euclid class objects are anomalies that are either insufficiently understood or inherently unpredictable, such that reliable containment is not always possible, but do not pose sufficient threat to qualify for Keter classification. The vast majority of anomalies catalogued and contained by the Foundation are initially classified as Euclid, until they are either sufficiently understood or exhibit sufficient danger to qualify for reclassification. In particular, any anomaly that exhibits autonomy, sentience, and/or sapience is generally classified a Euclid class entity at minimum, due to the inherent unpredictability of an object that can act or think on its own. Keter. Keter class objects are anomalies that pose an inimical threat to the safety of Foundation personnel and the rest of mankind, and either require extensive and complex procedures to contain, or cannot be fully contained by the Foundation's current technology and knowledge. These anomalies are generally considered the most dangerous ones in Foundation containment, and all research efforts are directed towards enabling more reliable containment of such anomalies, or, as a last resort, the timely neutralization or destruction of its anomalous effects. Secondary classes. The following object classes are subclasses that supplement the object's primary or former classification. Neutralized. Neutralized anomalies are those that are no longer anomalous, either through having been intentionally or accidentally destroyed, disabled, or otherwise no longer function or exhibit anomalous effects. The documentation for neutralized anomalies is archived for posterity in case the anomaly regains its anomalous properties or otherwise recurs in the future. Explained. Explained anomalies are those that are completely and fully understood to the point where their effects are now explainable by mainstream science, have been debunked as a false or mistaken classification, or are so widespread and publicly disseminated such that containment is no longer possible. Esoteric classes. The following object classes fall outside of the purview of standard classification. Thaumiel. Thaumiel class objects are highly classified and extremely rare anomalies that are utilized by the Foundation to contain or counteract the effects of other highly dangerous anomalies, especially Keter class objects. Even the mere existence of Thaumiel class objects is classified at the highest levels of the Foundation, and their locations, functions, and current status are known to few Foundation personnel outside of the O5 Council.